Hello and welcome to Final Boss Fight. My name is Jeff and I am the keeper of arcane lore for Horror on the Orient Express. I'm joined tonight by our erstwhile band of investigators, or I should say crusaders, for we are doing the Crusader chapter of Horror on the Orient Express. I'm joined by Christy,
Hello.
by Brian Croy Dragon,
Hello.
by Robin,
Hiya.
and by the Dark Lord Richard.
Hello.
Sarah couldn't be with us tonight, not feeling too well. Do hope that she'll be back with us soon. Do send our best wishes to her, Robin.
I will do.
So I'll do the recap this evening. I don't have a character for the recap this evening, so I'm just going to do the recap straight up. As the Orient Express steams its way towards its next destination, our investigators take the time to regroup and recover from their experiences in Venice. Nancy Sutherland begins reading the translated document Il Simulare di Diablo, which tells a harrowing and hidden history of the Fourth Crusade and the sack of Constantinople of 1204 AD. Four members of the crusading forces, Eloise of Flanders, Martinus de Lisle, Renaud of Flanders, and Brother David, were charged by their liege lord Count Baldwin of Flanders to investigate rumours of a secret Venetian cult that may have been influencing events. They made their way to the Forum of Theodosius to interrogate a captured Venetian priest, Padre Agostino. Agostino told the party that there was indeed a cult at work in Constantinople, the cult of the unburdened flesh, and they were searching the city for an ancient artifact. Agostino also told of another who was searching for the artifact, one named Mother of Pearl, or Sedefkar. Agostino claimed to have found a ritual to locate this artifact, said to be a statue made of some strange material, and had hidden it at the ruined church of St. Mochius. After Agostino completed his story, his eye, and most of his head, exploded and Brother David was showered with some of the viscera. The investigators visited the leper, Brother Merivak, who was on a ship in the Golden Horn. Merivak is the Count Baldwin's advisor in occult matters, and who is able to confirm Padre Agostino's information, telling the investigators that Sedefkar was a true threat, rather than the cult of the unburdened flesh. He told them that the statue had the power to allow the wielder to wear another's skin, and in Sedefkar's hands it would be a terrible weapon. Almost like a Sedefkar simulacrum. The investigators left to search for the Church of St. Mochius, encountering a mad sorcerer who claimed to have summoned a devil to cleanse the city of the invading forces. After dealing with him, the investigators soon found the church they were looking for, but it was surrounded by members of the cult. They managed to sneak into the church and, after some searching, found a package containing some sheets of paper and a small clay case. This seemed to be what they were looking for. More cult forces arrived at the church, forcing the investigators to escape through the church's crypt and a longer tunnel that led into an underground cistern. There they heard the sound of something breathing. And for the moment, we're going to turn the spotlight to a new character in our story. Sir Andre of Troyes, you have spent the last 4 or 5 hours searching the city of Constantinople. You have been charged by your liege lord Count Baldwin with tracking down the party who he sent to investigate the cult and to offer them any assistance that they need. He has the feeling that things might be not as easy as they first appear. You followed the trail to the Forum of Theodosius at location 11 on the map. Following that, when you arrived there, you spoke to some of the guards, and they told you that the investigators that the Crusaders had interrogated the Venetian priest, whose blood and brain matter still spread all over the floor and wall of the crypt. And they mentioned something about going to the Church of St. Mochius. After asking around and searching for some while, you find the Church of St. Mochius on a hill, surrounded by incredible devastation, but you see that the church itself is surrounded by Venetian knights, a large number of Venetian knights, and others wearing strange robes that you don't recognize. You see that they have symbols of a 5-tipped whip on them. Looking around for another entrance, you see a tunnel leading into the hill, This tunnel leads down, and it opens out into what you recognise as a cistern with full of water. Sir Andre of Troyes, as you enter the cistern, can you please make me a spot hidden roll?
Who's that? Is that me?
That's you, yes. And Sir Andre of Troyes, yep. Spot hidden roll, please. As you enter the crypt, as you enter the cistern, it's pitch black. It takes some time for your eyes to adjust, but you can make out in the wall, in the far corner, an opening. It looks like it's 40 feet above the water. You see what looks like a torch is coming down that corridor, and presently you recognise the forms of Brother David, Renaud of Flanders, Martinus de Lisle, and Eloisa Flanders, who Baldwin has told you to search for. You also hear, as you enter the cistern, some heavy breathing. This is where I hope that Syrinscape works. Yep. You hear heavy breathing, but you can't see. But you can't see where it's coming from. Sir Andre of Troyes, what would you like to do?
Do they see me approaching? Were they sort of hear or see me approaching?
For the rest of you, as you enter the cistern from, I say it's this tunnel opening out high into the cistern, you do see the tunnel, what looks like the tunnel entrance, and you do see a figure, and you'd recognise Sir Andre of Troyes. So I'll say yes, they will see you. Yes.
I'll sort of stop a little bit away and call out. I've been sent to look for you. I mean no harm, because obviously, if they didn't know, they might.
It's fair dues. Can you make me a luck roll, please?
Yep. My sheet takes forever to load. Luck. Where's luck? There we go.
For a moment, everything is still. As you call out, everything is still. You hear the dripping on the water. But nothing seems to have changed. You still hear this heavy breathing from somewhere in the cavern, but you can't tell where it's coming from. The rest of you, as you enter the tunnel at the top of the cistern, you see below you, quite a way below you, you see a ledge running around the outside of the cistern. There's no stairway down from where you are to the ledge, but the brick and stonework that make up the wall of the cistern looks like it can be climbed down. So what I'm going to ask each of you to do in turn is to make me a climb roll, please. And if you're on the map, if it's all right if we take it in the order that is on the map.
Fine by me.
Okay,
sorry.
So don't worry about it. So Brother David, could you make the first climb roll as you're attempting to climb down this? Okay. The breathing suddenly stops. All you hear is just the dripping of the water. It feels like everything's held its breath for a moment. You do reach the bottom of the wall, but everything else is silent. You no longer hear the breathing.
I'm just going to kind of hold my own breath alongside.
All you hear is just the dripping, but something doesn't feel right. Who's next in line? Renaud, could you make me a climb roll, please?
This will go well.
Again, you get down to the bottom, but you do make quite a bit of noise as you're doing so. Martinus, I'll take your extreme success. You reach the bottom with no trouble. and between you, you're able to help Eloise down. The walkway is only wide enough for two of you to stand abreast, but as you reach the bottom, there's suddenly a rushing of water, and you see this giant reptilian. That wasn't a very good roar. I'm very disappointed in Syrinscape for that. This giant.
That was very effective.
It was more like a grunt.
This reptilian head, like a horse's head on a very scaly neck, rises up out of the water and starts to initiative. So, if you can all please give me your dexterities.
Does that include me?
Yes, please. Yes.
Wait, I forget. We roll less or
No, it's just you just read off your dexterity. I've got most of them down here already. Actually, I've got
my
Brother David at
dexterity
50, Eloise at 70, Martin at 70, Brother David at 70, and Andre, what's your dexterity? It's at the top of your sheet.
Just trying to load the sheet. Strength, Constitution, 70.
70. Okay. Thank you very much. And also, I'll show this now. This fellow.
Shadow.
Oh no, the shadow. Yes, no. I'm on the wrong layer. This fellow.
Oh, it's kind of cute.
You say that about everything.
But they are.
Let's see how cute they are. We'll see how well that stands up in a moment, shall we?
You deal with that then, right? You deal with the cute creature, and we'll just leave.
Okay. I make it my pet.
Well, we're gonna have the creature, this dragon. This dragon is going to go first, and he is going to lunge. In fact, he's going to open his mouth, and this stream of fire comes out. You need to get the fire dragon fire going. This stream of fire comes out, and it's going to lunge out at Renault of Flanders. So you have the choice of dodging or using your shield.
So dodges is that's like half the dex, isn't it?
Yes, yeah, it should be on. You should have a dodge roll on your sheet.
Yeah. Shield looks better.
Okay.
So I shall roll shield. Yeah.
Yep. The fire just like bounces harmlessly off your shield. You can feel the heat from it, but no damage to your shield. Next up is Sir Andre of Troyes. You are at the other end of the cistern at the moment. You can see this creature, this unholy creature, rising up to attack. Oh, can you all make me sanity rolls, please? I should have done this before. Can you all make me sanity rolls as you see this? I got so eager to get into the attack.
Back to form.
Back to form, yep. And one for Sir Andre of Troyes.
What was it that I...
Sanity roll, please. Sanity roll, please. Okay, so if you pass your sanity, it's 1 point of sanity loss. If you fail, it's 1d6 points of sanity loss. This thing is unlike anything you've seen. You were told to expect a beast, but you didn't think it was this unholy thing. So, Brother David loses 3. Ooh, Andre Troy loses 5. So Andre, you were not. This is unlike anything you've seen before. Can you make me an intelligence roll, please?
If you just want to leave, because you're we would understand. If you just want to walk out, go back to the surface.
Was that me?
Yeah, an intelligence.
Oliver,
roll,
do
that's
not put your paw in my hot chocolate.
Curious. Okay, surprisingly, you managed to kind of compartmentalize it. You see this horrible thing here, but right now all you see is something threatening your allies, so you do manage to hold it together. And with that, Fire tries to breathe on Renault. Renault deflects with his shield. Andre, it is your turn. What would you like to do? You have a sword, I believe.
Yes, yeah, I was looking at that. I think I'm most proficient in that fighting-wise. What I was going to try. I rolled, didn't I?
You did, didn't
Yeah.
you? I haven't seen it. I
Yeah.
got distracted by the thing. So that's a hard success. So you manage. So are you you're obviously running to aid your fellows.
Yeah.
Hard success. Can you roll me your damage? Should be on your sheet. Your damage is combat 1d8, please.
Do I just roll that in the chat?
Just roll one. If you go to your combat tab, you just press the weapons button. You can just press the sword there, and it will roll it and do damage for it.
Where am I looking?
Go to on your character.
Oh yeah,
sheet,
yeah,
go to-
no, I've
yeah,
got
combat
it.
tab.
Yeah,
Just press the sword there. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll just take the first one. I'll take the 4 damage. It bounces off its scaly hide. You think it went in a little bit, but it didn't seem to do much damage. This thing is quite heavily armoured. The next one is going to be Eloise. I think is just going to take cover from this one. Her previous experiences mean she's not cut out for combat. Martinus.
Then I will attack it with my sword. Yeah. That would be a failure.
Oh dear. It just bounces off the scaly hide. Yeah. But you still have another go for that. You still have another go next turn for that. Renault.
So I've got a lance as well as a sword.
Yeah.
Now, they both do 1d8 of damage, but is there a difference between these weapons?
I think it's just range really, or flavour really. What you think you'd be best off using?
Well, because I would see a lance as a thing that you normally have when you're on the horse and you charge, and it's like a big
That's
spear.
it. Yeah, lances for horses. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, so would we just use that exclusively on the horse?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
It'd be a bit hard
Now-
to wield down here.
Yeah. I'm going all death or glory this. Would I be able to want to attack the dragon, but I want to run and leap at it and get onto the dragon and then try and stab it? Hopefully being at close to range, I can get an eye or something like that.
Ooh. Okay. Make me a jump roll.
Oh, that's not a good start. But,
You are wearing heavy armor. You are wearing some heavy armor.
I am wearing some heavy armor, and I'm quite old. What's the worst that could happen? It's only a dragon.
Only a dragon, famous last
Only
words.
a dragon.
Ooh. So you try and jump for the dragon, unless you want to spend some luck on that.
How many stuff have I got? Probably not a good idea.
Yeah.
Probably wasn't
So
a
you
good
try-
idea to do with the dragon, but you know.
You try and leap for the dragon, but you miss. You fall short, and you land in the cistern. And you're struggling, trying to stay up because your armor is trying to weigh you down. You're just like trying to grab on the edge, trying to stay up.
A lifetime of not being a hero, and I try it once. And
Andre's been. Brother David.
So is on Renault kind of hanging onto the edge of the cistern?
He's trying to hang on to the edge while his armor's trying to drag him down under the
I'm
water.
gonna say I'm gonna try and haul him back up.
Okay. Make me a... I'll call that a strength roll, please.
Oh,
Yeah, it's not going well. You can't really get a proper grip on him. He's very heavy. dragon is going to turn around and is going to... I'll move Andre over here because Andre is now into the fight. The dragon is going to try and slash at the one person who's actually done him any damage, Andre of Troyes. So, Andre, you have the choice of fighting back, dodging, or using your shield.
Sorry, was that me?
Yeah, you are Andre of Troyes in this, yeah.
Yeah. No, what was the question? I didn't hear it.
The dragon is going to attack you. Do you want to fight back, dodge, or use your shield to try and defend against it?
Fight back.
Okay, make your same roll, Frankish sword roll, please. Ooh, very nice, very nice. It failed its roll to try and slash at you, so you do manage to duck and get a nice hit in there. Very solid hit, in fact.
And then roll a 1d8.
It's already done that for you. It's giving you it's giving you your damage for that. You don't need to roll anything else. The damage is calculated for you.
That's fine. Yeah. Just ignore that.
Very wounded after that, actually. Eloise is still hiding. In fact, Eloise is going to try and make her way around to the exit. Next, it's Martinus again.
And I will try again with the sword.
Okay. Oh no! Dragon's going to try and fight back on that. Dragon is just as ineffective as you are. I don't know how this thing killed so many knights and destroyed so many houses.
You know, I just have to comment. In Prince Valiant, things are referred to as dragons turn out to be giant crocodiles, giant octopi, the odd elephant. I feel like those would probably be doing better than the dragon is.
Renaud, you are still in the water.
Would I be able to still attack the dragon? Is that going to be an option?
I'll give you if you can still try and attack it, but I'll make it a penalty dice on that.
Could I say, my understanding of dragons is often it's the underbelly that's the weak part.
Yep, that is
I want to try.
That is true
I want to try
case.
and get under and get this underbelly with my sword.
That is very true, but you are in the water, hanging onto the side, so it'll be one-handed. Yeah.
Okay.
So it'll be a penalty there.
Penalty. Yeah. So when I roll that, then press the penalty thing on the.
Just roll it twice, and we'll take the highest.
Okay. This is where why jump at the dragon?
Okay, and the second one. Yeah, we have to take the 92. You can't quite.
Can I spend the luck?
You can spend luck on it. It would be 27 points of luck. No, 17 points of luck, not 27.
Yeah, I will spend that because I want to stab it.
Otherwise,
it's embarrassing.
You do somehow manage to get underneath it, and you do manage to stab it for some points of damage. It's looking quite wounded now. Actually, there's blood pouring from it and mixing with the water in the pool, turning it into a nice reddish colour.
Okay, that's me.
Andre, back round to you again.
Me again? Okay.
Yep.
I will try with the sword again. It seems to be
Most effective way.
well. Nope.
Oh! I'm going to say you're trying to lunge for the dragon, but you're overbalanced, and you two are now fall into the water.
Yep. I take it you can just about swim.
Yeah. And can you make me a can you make me a luck roll, please, as well, just while you're in the water?
Luck roll.
A luck roll, please. Yeah. You managed to keep hold of your sword. You thought for a moment you're going to drop your sword in the water as you fell in, but you managed to keep hold. Just managed to keep hold of it.
That's handy.
Then you could have punched the dragon to death, which would be a very cool story.
Yeah.
Brother David.
Yes. So I'm going to leap over to the dragon, shouting, "You unholy beast!" and try and clobber it right on the snout.
Okay. Are you pretending that your mace is a frying pan?
Yes.
Not quite sure why you'd get that. I mean, it's because frying pans probably... Well, they do exist. I would imagine they do exist in some form. Yeah. Some
like the giant rock.
Some elderly lady from a different period like takes over you for a moment. Yeah, make your roll. You succeed on its nose. You do manage to knock it on its nose, but it just like blinks and looks at you and doesn't seem to be very impressed with it.
And then I just kind of look like, okay, easy.
The dragon, seeing you and seeing Martinus next to you, is like going to rise up its huge bulk out of the water, and it's going to try and land its bulk on you. I'm going to say Martinus. Would you like to dodge? Would you like to use your shield? Or would you like to fight back?
I'll fight back.
Okay.
And again, nothing.
Do you want to use your 6? You can use your 6 points of luck on that. That's only 6 points of luck to make it a success.
Sure.
Okay. So what happens is this dragon is rearing up with its bulk, about to come crashing down on both Brother David and Martinus de Lals. And Martinus thrusts up his sword, and the creature lands on the sword, impaling itself on the sword. And you just basically skewer it through as it takes enough. You basically skewer it through, and the sword comes through the other side of it. However, it is still many hundreds of pounds of dragon about to land on you. Can you and Brother David please make me dexterity rolls as you try to get out of the way of this thing?
Is that dexterity or dodge?
Dodge roll dexterity. We'll go for dexterity. I'll just go for dexterity for this.
I've just rolled for dexterity, so...
Yeah. Go for dexterity.
Well,
That's initiative. Oh, sorry. Yeah. You do manage to try and get away, but some of it still lands on your leg, Martinus. You take 5 points of damage, please.
Damn.
I just think it's a heavy dragon. It's a heavy dragon. It lands on your leg, trapping your leg.
Fair enough. It's a big dragon.
It's a big dragon. Yeah, I've got a picture of it here actually. Now that it's dead and lying on the ground, this is what it looks like.
Yeah, that's cute.
Anatolian dragon.
Anatolian dragon, yes. And with
Looks
that,
like it's got very puppy dog eyes.
and with that, everything falls silent, and there is the drip. And as you look at the dragon, this body of the dragon lying half in the water, half out of the water, half on the ledge, it starts to smoke and sizzle, and before long it turns into ash with some little bits of bones left behind.
Did I grab some of the bones, like just little one?
Yeah.
So
Yep.
that's a good what does it call them? A relic. It's a good relic to be
Yes, you want relics of the demon, do you?
I want relics of a dragon. Martinus, by the way, that's amazing. Martinus, the dragon killer.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Now that-
Brother David is going to kind of offer up a prayer of cleansing to try and cleanse the sight of unholy spirits.
Okay. And as Renaud and Andre pull themselves out of the water, heading to the tunnel, heading up and out, back into the city. We'll move back to the city map, and I think it's safe to say that night has fallen. You look up and it's like night sky. You can't see any stars because there's still clouds of smoke from the sack of the city, and you can still see the glow of some fires burning in the distance. But night has fallen, and for now, everything is calm. What do you wish to do?
So we learned that Sedefkar was the real villain that we need to be looking out for.
Mm-hmm.
The Venetians are not as big a deal as they are. Did we have information where we could find them?
You were told, the priest told you that he had hidden the ritual that you found that could locate the artifact that they were looking for.
Ah, yeah. Right.
So, just to refresh Robin's memory here, why were we down in the sewery cistern-y thing?
Once you got the ritual from the church, it was surrounded by cultist members and Venetian knights.
Right. And we went down there to escape.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So we have the ritual that we can use to find the item. Is that right,
It looks
Keeper?
that way.
Just to refresh your memories, in the package a piece of waxy paper inscribed in Latin and Greek, which some of you can read, which I think Brother David can read Latin.
Mm-hmm.
He will come by the bloody tower at the behest of his favourite son and supplicant, and the city will run red with fire and blood. You found 3 pages scrawled on the front and on the back with Latin, Greek and Arabic writing and many occult symbols depicting flayed humans. And you found a small clay case that was split down the middle and sealed with wax, which I believe Brother David secreted in his robes when you found it.
Mm-hmm. Brother David's going to keep this case secret for now.
Okay.
So, let's have a look at that piece of parchment again, shall we?
Okay.
See what unholy inscriptions are in there.
It is, as I say, it is written in Latin, Greek and Arabic, so I'm going to ask you, Brother David, for some rolls, please.
Okay. Latin.
Any
Greek.
Latin, yeah, and you've got Arabic. I'll say
I'm going to use 20 luck on that Greek.
You don't need to use luck for this one. I'm just going to say it takes time more than anything else.
Right.
Probably takes best part of an hour. Are you still outside the church, or are you going to try and make it somewhere safer?
Can I read and walk at the same time?
It'd be difficult to do so because you're like trying to translate like 3 languages on the fly, essentially.
Is there like a barracks nearby or somewhere where like the Frankish soldiers have got some sort of secure base?
Not down here. This is a very barren part of the city. The main Frankish encampments are in the top corner of the city, location 2, and the bottom right-hand corner, location number 1.
What's number 5 there on the map?
There's a key in the bottom right-hand corner. Number 5 is the Golden Gate.
Oh, as in like out of the city.
Yeah.
Well, that's not good. Should we just see if we can find like an abandoned building to take some shelter in? And...
Sounds as good a plan as any.
Yeah.
Yes.
As you search for a building that's not too heavily damaged or something you can take shelter in, you do run across a group of soldiers under the command of Boniface, obviously been drinking a bit, and they say to you that the Greeks, they've been picking us off one by one. We used to be 20 and now we're just 10. There's some sort of sorcerer behind it. We don't know who it is. We bet it's Baldwin. You're not with Baldwin, are you? I haven't seen you at Boniface's. Are you with Baldwin?
Who are we with again?
We're with Baldwin. Count Baldwin, yes.
Are you in on it? Are you in on it?
Look,
we think Baldwin and the Doge have got something going on between them.
Don't blame your lack of prowess and skill in dealing with Greece. And half your men vanishing. Don't blame that on someone else. Don't blame that on Baldwin. Don't blame that on sorcery. Sort yourselves out. Do your job.
Look, we're trying to find our friends. And they just wander off. They haven't really got any fight left in them.
Where are these poor lost souls?
They're around. I would say they're on the map. If you look on the map, it will just say they're about here, where I'm pinging on the map, just like at random location. Yeah.
Okay. I was meaning their friends, but okay.
Oh, no, the friends are just. They don't know what happened to their friends. Although one of them starts screaming, "The devil came down and took them. The devil came down from the sky and took them."
The devil came down from the sky.
I saw it. The devil came down from the sky and picked them right up and flew off.
Does the devil have wings? That's
usual depictions are.
Theological discussion.
What way did they take them?
He didn't. Just waves an arm vaguely, you think it's a northerly direction, but there's nothing definite there.
So, if the devil comes along, stab him, okay? It's not complicated.
Andre, can you make me a spot hidden roll, please?
Me?
Spot hidden roll, please.
There we go. Failure.
Okay, I'll ask Martin to also make a spot hidden roll, please.
Martin is the dragon killer.
Martin is the dragon killer. Make a spot hidden roll, please.
Oh, for goodness sake.
Too dark, yeah. Other two? Spot hidden roll.
Me again.
No, I'll have it from Renault and from Brother David.
I've gone blind.
It's very dark. Oh, fumble. Yeah, you trip and fall over something and bruise yourself.
That'll have been Brother David's leg.
Yeah. But Brother David, as they stumble away, screaming about these devils coming from the sky, you see something on the ground that one of them seems to have dropped. It looks like a sort of... You think at first it's some sort of parchment, but it's very flexible, and you think it might be a piece of skin. And on it, there's a design etched of a 5-pointed whip.
This is unnerving. Are they still close by? Or not?
They've just wandered off down the road. You lost them in the smoke and the darkness.
Okay, I'm going to have a look at this piece of skin, holding it out, kind of as if it was a piece of parchment.
Yeah. It is a piece, as I say, it's a piece of skin. It looks like it's been torn off somehow. You're not quite sure how. You're not quite sure you want to know how.
Mm-hmm.
But there is a design on it, tattooed on it, of a 5-pointed whip, which you have heard of. I think you've heard of this design before.
Was it the guy on the ship told about this?
Yeah, that sounds vaguely familiar. Martinus, you keep hold of this. It's disgusting.
Unholy.
And I flick it into his face.
Oh, lovely. But we're back in the city now, aren't we? I need the other Syrinscape on. There we are. So you do manage to find a building. It's mostly intact. Walls are still standing. Roof is still on. Probably part of the roof has fallen away, fallen in, but there's enough there for you to shelter. And do you still wish to make sense of this ritual? Yes. Okay. So you read the ritual, and it is harrowing reading. It talks about rituals to do with skin, to do with pieces of skin, to do with arms, legs. There's depictions of a flayed person.
Mm-hmm.
But the part that you are immediately interested in concerns a ritual used to locate an artifact. This ritual requires a bowl of water with some various other ingredients, snake scales, black feathers, some sort of foul-smelling wax. And also requires a piece of fresh skin to be sacrificed.
Breast skin.
Fresh skin.
Oh, fresh skin.
Fresh skin, yes. As you're reading this, Brother David, can you make me a sanity roll? Because this is unholy.
Huh.
1d6, please. Four points of sanity loss.
Does that have any effect because I also lost 3 before?
No, I think you're alright for now. Yep. You'd have to lose a lot more in order to hit your threshold. But for now, you're okay. Your threshold for this would be 16 for the indefinite insanity. But for now, there's no ill effect other than the fact that you almost dropped the thing in disgust. So, but as you do read it, your eye, where that fluid from that priest's exploding eye, it starts to itch and almost burn, almost unbearably so.
I go to begin to tear it.
Mm-hmm.
And then are we needing this? I ask everyone else.
You probably don't tear it.
This
Might be useful.
is vile. I actually feel dirty just holding it.
But from what
Someone
you can see,
take it away,
Yeah.
and I push on to whoever's nearest.
okay. The ritual will tell you where the statue, the ancient
And I was
artifact
going to say,
is.
as soon as Brother David's kind of hand it off to someone else, he goes and throws up in a corner.
Okay.
Yeah, you'd mentioned about the eye as well. I don't know if Robin got that.
No, I missed that.
No. Oh, sorry. As you were reading it, your eye, where that stuff sprayed onto it from Agostino's death, it's starting to itch and burn something horrible as you're reading.
I was going to say, while he's thrown up, he's like scratching away and rubbing at it.
Okay. So, what do you wish to do now?
Brother David, did you work out the ritual?
Yes. And do you have a drink?
I'm gonna put my little I don't know what you drink with wineskin. I'm just gonna No, sorry.
Brother David will take the wineskin and just drink the lot.
It was truly hidden.
Drink the entire thing. Kind of take a couple of deep breaths, shake his head out, and then repeat the ritual to them.
So we needed some items there. Does this mean that Boniface fella is going to try and do this ritual?
Potentially.
They've got some. They had some skin.
We have some skin. And I point at
What we do.
So
the ritual did say it had to be fresh skin. That skin is probably about a day old, I'd say.
Does that not constitute fresh?
Not really, no.
Keep your eyes peeled. There's someone whose skin we can cut off.
Are there any lepers about?
I mean, I was just about to say, make me an idea, or you do know where you can find lepers and someone who may be able to help you.
Yes, that's true. Back on the boat.
What else did we need? Was it was feathers?
Black feathers, snake scales, a bowl of water, some sort of wax, and fresh skin.
I'm sure we can get feathers fairly easily.
Yes, I'm sure there's probably some sort of corvid about. Or maybe in some sort of one of those.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, like
witchy places.
the skin's an issue, and this wax. Do we understand what this wax is?
It's not specific, but as I say, Brother Maryvac may be able to help you with some of this.
Maybe we could go and see him again then.
What are your thoughts? Sorry, Baron, just bear with me.
Martinus and Andre.
Yes.
We should try to get to the bottom of this. Or perhaps we should start by going down the left.
Well,
in order.
I was going to say water's fairly easy. We can get that anywhere. The snake scales and the feather.
I bet like, there'll be some other shop where it'll be like they'll sell like leeches and that sort of thing, and
one of those. Yes, those disgusting places.
It's mental.
Health has always been the case in the care of the church.
Mm-hmm.
If God wills that someone will pass on, then that be his judgment.
So does that mean all the people that I've killed? That's on God. That was his will.
It was his will that you would slay them.
That's handy. That's convenient.
Peace be with you, my child. And I kind of cross myself and bless. Sorry, I'm terrible with these new character names. Renault.
Yeah. Would it be worth going to see Baldwin and just letting him know how out of control things are getting? Like Boniface is off saying he's plotting, and
are we Baldwin or Boniface? I can't remember.
You're with Baldwin. You're with Baldwin.
Yeah, it might be worth giving the boss his an update.
And he could probably, direct us at least how to get all this stuff. Maybe not the skin, but like.
No, the skin's the bit I'm most.
So why don't we split up and some of us go to the leper ship, and speak to the monk there, and some of us go to what I'm presuming is a palace castle type place and speak to Baldwin. Now, obviously, I've known Baldwin for a long, long, long time. So I think I should go and see Baldwin. I'm, as you were saying, Brother David, that it's God's will who gets ill. So you seem like a good person to go on the leper ship. I'm sure God will keep you safe and well.
I'm sure he will. I'm sure he will.
You can speak to that the monk there. He seems very knowledgeable, and I'll let whoever's going to come with me. We'll speak to Baldwin, and we'll just see how it goes.
Okay. Are you spending the night in your shelter?
What time's it?
Probably coming up to about 11 o'clock, maybe even midnight. I don't know if they even had concerts at like 11 o'clock there, but it's definitely like coming towards midnight.
Yeah, like
its
late.
highest. Yeah.
I think it might be time to call it a night.
How long would it take us to get back to Baldwin? I imagine we're just going to be walking.
You're going to be walking. Well, you got horses. You got your
Oh,
horses.
we do have horses. Yeah.
Call it a couple of hours. I'll say it probably takes. I'll say it probably takes a couple of hours navigating through the city to get to Baldwin and to get to the ship. So yeah.
Maybe we should just sleep here then. What does everyone think?
Yeah, but maybe just not power nap, but we could set off as soon as it's light. So then we're not hanging around.
I think it might also be wise to set up a watch so
in
case some evildoers decide to attack us in the night.
I'm gonna look to Martin and just say does he know that we're the ones who are attacking people? That's pretty much what we do. Well, yeah,
Okay.
so what would be a good idea?
Okay. You make your camp there. You spend the night sleeping as best as you can. One of you keeping watch. Again, you can hear the sounds from elsewhere in the city. Screams from the distance. You can still see smoke rising. You can almost smell burning. But nothing comes to accost you, and after what seems an eternally long time, the sun starts to crack. The first rays of dawn start to crack over the horizon. Our brother David, you haven't been able to get much sleep because your eye is itching more than ever.
If Brother David's not been able to get much sleep, he's going to have spent a lot of the time just praying.
Okay. That would be fair, yep. Okay. And dawn does break early morning. Do you carry out the plans you said you were going to do the previous night?
I'm going to get up and sort of stretch a bit and just take a deep breath and just go, oh, I love the smell of a burning city in the morning. It really,
Wow.
brings us, takes me back.
Whoever's last up, Brother David's just going to give a bit of a boot in the ribs.
Let's roll a D3 to find out which of you is the last up. That is
Brother
Andre.
David's going to have a nasty accident.
Andre, you are the one still sleeping. You are the recipient of the holy boot to wake you up. But as you wake up, you look up into Brother David's face, and you can see this. One side of his face, the left side of his face, is swollen, almost like covering over the eye. It's like weeping this yellowish fluid.
What? Sorry, who's weeping?
The eye, Brother David's eye is swollen and weeping this yellowish fluid.
Yeah, still from the.
Still from the, yeah.
Oot.
So, what are we going
Get
to
up,
do?
you lazy bum.
Well, yeah, I'll wake up. I'll get up. I have nothing against doing a
Okay.
what?
Big bucket of water over the head.
Wow. So, who is going where?
Well, I'm Bagsy going to see Baldwin, and I'm
And I'll
Bagsy there,
go back
and
to
that's a
see.
serious thing.
Yes.
I'll go back to see. Oh, bugger.
Merrivac. Brother
aye.
Merrivac. Yeah. So put Renault up for Baldwin. I'll say Eloise goes with you as well. Brother David's going for the leper ship, and Martinus, where would you be? Who would you like to go with?
I was gonna say, did anybody?
I'm just going to say Brian's Martinus.
Yeah.
Yes, I was going to go see Baldwin.
Okay. Andre, are you going to go to Baldwin, or are you going to go with Brother David to visit Merrivac on the ship?
I was gonna say, was either of them ones that sent me?
Baldwin was the one who specifically sent you, yes. Yeah.
Yeah. I suppose I could go and see Baldwin again then. That was what I
Okay.
thought made most sense.
Okay, Brother David, no one wants to go to the leper ship with you.
No, they don't.
I
Funny
can
that.
go with you for backup if you'd like. If you'd like to split.
No, you do what you want, Christy.
You need to kill some sick lepers. Andre can just,
We'll go with the
Yeah,
group going to Baldwin first. You, after some time trekking through the city, probably a couple of hours, you do reach the camp of Baldwin, and they are still sparring. They are still running drills in the courtyard. You are shown into the room with Count Baldwin and his brother, and Baldwin says to you, "So, do you have anything to report? Have you found any evidence of this Venetian cult?"
Would definitely say
complicated.
so.
Yeah.
Although are we meant to be telling him or not?
Yeah, he's set us all on this. So like he's
He's your liege lord, yeah.
Yeah. I
uh,
would definitely say some flayed skin and some creepy text would point in the direction of them.
That is worrying. And what else did you find? Did you find any evidence of foul magic?
yeah. So we found a local priest who seemed to be saying that they'd called down a dragon or monster of some kind, which Martinus then killed the dragon. That is. Also, we found the cult of the was it something flesh separated? Separated flesh.
Unburdened flesh.
Unburdened flesh, yes. And they seem to be hanging out with the Venetians, sort of like a group within them. And very, very pally. Very
that is troubling.
We bumped into Marquis Boniface, and he's accusing you of treachery and all kinds of things. He seems to have gone a bit. He came up with like the Apocalypse Now references. He seems to be a bit like Colonel Kurtz. He's gone a bit. He's gone a bit out there, like maybe lost himself a bit.
I hope we get to the bottom of this soon. Then.
Yeah, and we've also been told about. We met a Venetian priest who was very helpful. Didn't seem to like what his fellow Venetians were doing. And he told us about a more serious threat. Was it the pearl? The
mother of the one,
Mother of
Sedefkar, the mother of Pearl, yeah.
Mother of Pearl, who apparently they're the real problem. And then their head exploded, which was weird. And then we had a bit of run with some more Venetians, killed a dragon. And we need probably best not ask too many questions about this, right? But we do need some stuff. And the feathers, snakes, scales, water, but that doesn't seem too bad. The skin, and am I missing something?
Baldwin looks at you. He says, "Well, I think Brother Merrivac would be the one to help you with that. He is more knowledgeable about such things." By the way, where is Brother David? I see he's not with you.
He went to see Merrivac, and you know what? He might not see you. His eyes gone very weird.
Oh dear, that is troubling.
It's like what we saw the Venetian priest before his head exploded, which is, you know.
So what are your plans now?
We want to deal with this mother of pearl, I suppose, is the top one. Sorry, sorry about it.
Yes, that's what we'll be doing.
I see. Well, I wish you success in finding him. Thank you for killing that creature, that beast. I didn't believe it was true, but from the sounds of it, you are owed many thanks for killing that thing. Yes, it's possible that Brother Merrivac may have some insight into what to do next.
Oh, I'll give Baldwin one of the bones I got. Okay, this is from a dragon.
Oh, that is interesting. Thank you.
I mean, I would say Martinus, you know, Baron, Martinus, you know, we've got a lot of land. You've got a lot of land over out here in the Byzantine Empire.
I will take it into consideration. Yes. You had best return to your search, to your task.
But the Venetians are definitely bad ones who are doing bad things and weird cults as well.
I think we all knew that anyway, to be honest. It's just nice to have it confirmed. If there's anything else, we shall move over to Brother David, as he is rowed out to the ship the Pestis. It's the same soldier who rowed you out earlier on in the previous day.
Mm-hmm.
He's wondering why you would want to return to such a place, but he takes you to the ship. You are taken aboard and meeting with Brother Merrivac, who comes in again. It's the same room as you were before, like lots of incense, lots of smelling to try and ward off the plague. And Brother Merrivac comes in his robes of St. Bartholomew, face shrouded in his scarf. Brother David.
Brother Merrivac.
It is a pleasure to see you again. What assistance can I be this time?
Well, first off, do you know anything about what's happening to my eye? It's gone very itchy.
Yes, this is, I have heard of such a thing. This is something unholy. I can give you some liniment for it, but I do not know how effective it will be.
Well, I'll certainly give that a try, thank you. In our investigations, we've uncovered information about a unholy organization in this city. I was going to say, we've found out about the Mother of Pearl.
Yes.
I don't know how much you know about this, but
I know enough to be concerned, to know that he is the true threat.
Yes.
This man, this Sedefkar, he is the true threat. to the city.
Mm-hmm. And there was something about some sort of oh god, Jeff, sorry, I'm going to apologize now. My memory's terrible. um, about finding some sort of wanting to find the Simulari del Diablo. Is that
I'm gonna cut this short and say he told you a lot of this already.
Right. Yeah.
He's the one who told you a lot of this.
Yeah. My notes are not that clear.
Yeah.
But yes, we found a priest of the Venetians who did not agree with what they were doing.
You have told him. You have told him this already. He's the one who.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
Memory.
Yep.
Been a while.
Yeah.
But he directed us to an unholy creature in the sewers, was it?
Mm-hmm.
Which we have disposed of. And we also found this ritual. This is not something I'm comfortable discussing openly. But
do you? Yeah.
Go on.
No, so do you hold it out to him?
I gave the scroll to someone else. But I'm happy to kind of say that I would have reluctantly taken it back if they handed it back.
I think we'd have realised it would have been good to show Brother Maravat.
I'll hand over the scroll then.
Okay, he takes it like in like a covered hand, like. Yes, this is an unholy thing. Let's just see. Ritual bowl, water, scales, feathers, wax. I may be able to provide most of this. The skin, however, I'm not sure. As you are aware, this is a leper ship. We are all plagued. The skin would have to come from someone free of that plague.
That's what I thought. That is concerning. I was going to say something else, and I've completely forgotten what now. Yes. I suppose I can find the skin from other means. God rest my soul.
Time is of the essence. We need to cast this ritual as soon as possible.
The other items, where would we be able to acquire them from?
I may have these as part of my own researches. All I lack is the skin.
Very well. If fresh skin is needed, I'm assuming there's going to be like a knife on the table.
You'd have a knife with you, I guess.
Yeah. I'm going to just kind of flay a little bit off my finger.
Roll me a d4. Uh, 4 points of damage.
Oh, I hadn't actually rolled that.
Oh, sorry, I've seen that before. Roll me a d4, please. Yeah. 3 points of damage. 3 hit points worth of damage.
I'm down to 5 hit points.
Do you have first aid?
Just give me a second.
I will say that everybody can gain 1 hit point back. But you can gain 1 hit point back because you spent a night resting. So if you're taking damage, you can gain 1 hit point back.
Up to 6 hit points then.
Yep. And if you've got first aid, you can immediately apply first aid to yourself.
Dice do not like me tonight.
Dice do not like you tonight, no. Okay. Merovac bows his head in respect and takes the proffered piece of freshly flayed skin, and he calls for one of his aides, another one coming in, again shrouded head to foot, speaks to him, and about 15 minutes later he comes back with an ornate tray with all the items required. Brother Merovac says, do you wish to assist me in this?
Of course, if you can kind of see David kind of go a little bit green and just like, for the greater good.
Okay. Over the next half an hour, the ritual is carried out. The water is poured into this bowl. The snake scales are cast into it, and each time the feathers are cast into it, this evil-smelling wax, you're still not sure what it is spread onto the water. And each time the water starts to seethe and boil. Then the skin is placed in last, and Brother Merovac intones the words found in the ritual. Can you make me an occult roll, please?
Okay. Occult. Oh, I'm good at occult.
Yay. That is a success, regular success. An image appears in the water. It's an image of a tower. A tower made of red brick. Towards the north of the city, not too far from where you are now. Not too far from the Venetian camp. I'll put this on the map. So you should see the location of the red tower just appear on the map there.
Where?
Oh, sorry. If you look on the map of Constantinople,
That's where I am.
the location has just appeared.
Nope.
Yep, next to 3.
Next
the
to
right of
3.
3.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. You see this tower. It's like you see this image of the tower rotating, and the image zooms into one of the windows, and you see this face at the window, this cruel, snarling face at the window, and it looks like he's looking back at you. Merovac looks up from the bowl. He has seen us. You must move fast. Gather your companions. Find him and put an end to this.
Indeed. Before I leave, I also found this, and I pull the little box out that I found.
That is interesting. What's this on the... There's something written on the box. It says to open this invites death. Have you opened it at all? Tried to open it at all?
I can't think that I did. This is Robin failing to remember.
You didn't. You would have known if you did. Trust me.
Yeah. No, I have not.
Well, I suppose it would be good to see what is inside. And Merovac takes the seal, takes the box, and breaks the seal, opening the box. And inside, as you look into the opening, you see what looks like a rough circle of what looks like very thin, paperish sort of substance, about 6 inches across. But then it moves, and it leaps out and tries to leap towards Merovac.
As it's sleeping, can I kind of whack it with my mace?
Yes, make me a mace roll, please. Roll with your mace. You miss it. It deftly dodges out of the way as it's trying to attach itself, find an exposed area of skin on Brother Merrivac, but Brother Merrivac is shrouded from head to foot, and it's easy for Merrivac to take this piece of skin, look at it, and just crumple it up as if it was a piece of paper. Well, that was unexpected.
And not pleasant.
No, I shudder to think what would have happened if someone else had opened this. You did well in bringing it to me.
I did not feel it wise to share with anyone not of the cloth.
Yes, very wise, my son. So you now know where this creature, this Sedefkar, is. It is likely that he has this statue already. That's why he was there. You must move fast.
I'll gather my companions and move in as quickly as possible.
Indeed. God be with you.
And you, my brother. Brother? Father?
Brother fine.
Cousin.
As with that, Merrivac bids you Godspeed, and you are taken back to the city, where, for convenience's sake, I will say that you all meet up at the city, at the entrance to the city from the docks.
And I will relate what I've found.
Oh, so we're gonna go and kill this guy, right?
I think so. We did also have a weird encounter with a little creature. It's disposed of now, but it wanted to latch on to people with healthy flesh.
Ah. Well, at least it's dealt with.
Indeed.
I'll move you all to join Brother David on the map.
Sorry, go on, Jeff.
I was going to say, as you gather your horses and start making your way towards this location that Brother David has seen, this red tower.
I was going to say, as we're travelling, I'm putting this liniment thing on my eye as well.
As you're doing so, you go past the Church of St. Pantocrator, the Church of Christ Pantocrator, the Venetian camp. And as you pass it and leave it behind, you hear a strange shrieking and gibbering coming from the sky. As three... You think they're bats at first, coming down towards you from the sky, but their wings, even though they look like bat wings, look ragged and you can see like light through them. They're also not the same colour as bats. They're pinkish or brownish, sometimes pink or brown in the same creature. And these shrieking, gibbering things come down at you and try to attack you. We're going to go to initiative again, please. So these three devilish creatures, they're almost like child-sized, but with these flapping wings, coming down to attack you. The first one is going to try and attack Brother David. You have the choice of fighting back or dodging.
Right, give me a second. Let me just... it would be... That's either, like, mace or dodge, isn't it?
Yes, it is, yep.
I'm going to fight back.
Okay. Okay, the attacker wins. It got a hard success as well, and I think the attacker wins. Mm-hmm. So even though you give it a good crack around, it still comes down onto you, and it's like it's wrapping its wings around you. For now, it's like it's grappled you. You've got this thing. You got this thing surrounding you.
Okay.
So yeah. So next is another one. Another of these creatures is going to come down and try and attack Renault of Flanders.
Mm.
Do you wish to dodge or fight back?
Quick question, because I'm on my horse now, and I do have my lance.
Yes. You can
But
try
my lance isn't as good as my sword normally. But on the horse, would it be the lance?
I'll give you a bonus die for that. Yeah.
Oh man, yeah. So as it's coming at me, I want to try and attack my lance it.
Just try and lance straight through it. Yep. Go ahead.
Yeah. So would that be? I'll roll it twice.
Roll it twice, and we'll take the better one. Yep.
We'll put the jousting one style. You know, got my lance.
Okay. I'll take that one. So you managed to lance straight through it. Not quite dead. You managed to tear one of its wings off, and it flops to the ground. Still alive, still moving. But it does try and But it is very heavily damaged. And the third one, when I get onto this thing, come on. Oh, am I in the wrong? I'm not right there. That's better. Next is next one is going to attack Sir Andre of Troyes. This thing coming down, trying to wrap its wings around your head, Andre. Same again. You have the choice of dodging or fighting back, or using your shield.
Let's try. I'll have my sword on me all the time, won't I?
Okay, yep.
Let's try.
That's 8175. You could use luck on that to make that a success.
Yep.
So reduce your luck by 6, and we'll make that into a success. It failed in its attack roll, so you just slice it in half quite handily. And it falls to the floor, and it's almost like there's no resistance. As you slash into it, it's almost like it bursts, and all there is on the ground left is some thing made up of skin, it looks like. Patched together skin. But it is gone, it is dead. And it is your turn again.
I get 2 goes.
Yeah, that was your fight back, and now it's actually your turn.
Oh, okay.
There is one on the floor that is heavily damaged, that is scrabbling around on the floor, and there's one wrapped around Brother David's head.
I'll get the one wrapped around the head.
Okay, well, it's not gonna fight back because it's wrapped around his head. So make me a attack roll.
Just take
I'll take either of them as you manage to again handily slice it in half, and it falls away. Brother David, you shake the rest of it off.
And I give a kind of nod.
And Martinus, the last one is at your feet.
Right. Oh, for God's sake.
It's not your night for the dice tonight, is it? It still manages to somehow escape from your sword. Renault, your turn.
Well, I'm going to sort of charge down my horse, got to the end of the street and turn round and see it's still going. All right, well.
Same again.
Definite target. Will I still get a bonus?
Yeah, you can still have your bonus die for that. And again, it will take the first one. It just bursts on you. It just absolutely bursts. Plus force damage 2d6. I didn't see that. Never mind. And
was that like I just run it down like?
Yeah, you just run it down and stamp it under your horse's hooves.
No, that's dealt with them.
And now you have a chance to look at these things. They look like pieces of skin that have been somehow joined together from different things. You can see some patches of brown, some patches of pink. But these things,
Are they
Franklin,
made of people, or are they made of animals?
It looks like they're made of people. Can actually think you, as you look at them now, now that the combat has died down, can you all make me sanity rolls, please, as you look at these things? Oh, someone's failed. 2 people failed.
Fancy, yeah.
Sanity, yes, please.
Nothing phases Renault. He's fought a dragon, he's seen all these horrors, and he's just like, fine.
I know, right?
But that's almost creepier. He's just like,
So, Renault, you're the only one to succeed on that. You get, you take 1 point of sanity. Everybody else, these things that attack you, these things that shoot down to the sky, these devils, nothing that you've ever seen or nothing that you've ever read about, nothing that you've ever heard about has prepared you for this. This is a 1d10 sanity loss.
Oof.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm 1 point of the indefinite sanity.
It's a new day. The indefinite insanity actually technically resets
Right.
on a new day. Yep.
But I did
Andre,
lose 7 in 1.
Yep. So, yeah, Brother David, this is challenging your deeply held spiritual beliefs. This thing that should not exist. This thing that is unholy blasphemy, but it's lying here right at your feet. Can you make me an intelligence roll, please?
oh dear.
Come back to you in a moment. Brother Andre, similarly, you've seen a dragon, you've seen untold atrocities on the battlefield, but this, at least a dragon, you had an idea of what a dragon was, but this is like nothing you've ever seen. Can you make me an intelligence roll, please?
Is that me?
Yes, please, yep.
Intelligence.
Yep.
Oh.
So, we'll start with Brother David. Do you wish to roll, or shall I choose something for you?
What am I rolling?
D8, please.
Three.
3, which is red mist. You explode in a spree of uncontrolled violence and destruction. Roll me a D10, please.
Three.
For 3 minutes, you're just like uncontrollably attacking. Wall? Would you be attacking? I think you're going to be just like hacking at this thing, this unholy thing that should not exist until
on the ground, just like I've caved skull in, and then I'm caving, like just going ham on it.
There is no skull. There are no bones. It's just this thing made up of ragged skin.
Yeah, I'm just, even though it's dead, I'm just obliterating it even further.
And Sir Andre, can you can either roll a d8 or I can choose one for you.
Yeah, I'll roll a d8.
Okay, roll me a d8. Oh, sorry, it's /roll 1d8.
Yeah.
Sorry, I think we've all done that. Roll me a d10. You see this thing on the floor. Like Brother David, it's nothing like you've ever seen before. And everything just goes black. You crash down to the floor, you faint for 3 minutes.
Fun. Also,
Look at
3
Marcus.
minutes.
What do we do about these things?
And I'm just going to make a note on your character sheets quickly. So, after 3 minutes, which is quite convenient that both of you rolled 3 minutes, Andre, you open your eyes, but you still feel like something has fundamentally changed. Like you're now not quite sure about things that you were before. It says in your ideology that you believe in the church and the knightly ideal, but that has now been shaken because you've seen this unholy, this blasphemous thing, this thing of the devil, and it's shaken you with the idea that such a thing can exist. I'm just going to add something to your thing quickly. And as to Brother David, how you come out of this red mist, you see this on the ground. You just see these splashes of blood, splashes of skin, and again, this kind of reinforces your belief that there is evil in the world, and that only knowledge of that evil can defeat it. You are more determined now more than ever that perhaps fighting with fire is the best way to go.
Are you quite finished, Brother David?
No. And I just boom, boom, boom a few more times.
This is why we shouldn't let monks do the fighting with us.
I'll have you know I've been quite effective.
Should we get this tower?
Yes. Let's cast down this evil to where it belongs.
So, it probably takes you another hour or so as you make your way through the streets, and again there's more rioting in the streets, there's more crusaders from both Venetians and Franks in the streets. You see again the odd Rangian guards in battle with crusaders. It takes you some time to get through it all, probably about another hour. But you do see the red tower in front of you. Brother David, as the sun reaches its highest point in the sky, about midday, the pain in your eye becomes intolerable until more and more pressure in your eye socket, until finally the eye bursts. Can you roll me a d6 please and take that amount of damage? One point of damage.
Oof.
But can you also make me a further sanity roll?
Mm-hmm.
1d6 sanity, please. Five points of sanity. This will trigger a bout of madness because it's still in your previous on your previous bout of madness. So again, roll me a d8.
Seven.
Ooh.
What is 7 this time? 7 is... You look at this tower. Well, it's evil. Again, this is like reinforcing everything you believe about evil, and you want to flee. Your feet turn to flee. Renault...
Running.
Renault, Andre and Martinus, Brother David is turning to flee from this tower.
Is he on horseback or is he just...
I think he'll be on horseback. Actually, roll me d10 please, Brother David, just see how long you've run for. If it's a 1, you won't bother with it. 2 minutes. I think for this we'll say that you're intending to flee, but can we say that the others stop you, like physically if necessary?
Yeah.
So I think Renault wouldn't want the monk to show cowardice in the face of in the face of this enemy that they've come so far to vanquish. Would that be fair to say?
I think Renault has probably done a lot of like chivying on people who just failed. Not in that they're an absolute coward, but just, yes, if it's dangerous, you should run away, but we can't run away, so come on.
This is a much greater evil than even I imagined.
And I need a final roll from you, Brother David. I need a power roll.
Oh, right, okay. Not often we do that.
No, it's not often we do that.
Ha! God, the dice do not like me tonight.
One moment.
I think I've failed every roll bar one.
You get the feeling, even though you are now blind in that eye, permanently blind in that eye, you've lost your depth perception, you can only see out of one eye. Yet you get the feeling that someone is watching you. And as strange as it may seem, it feels like they're watching you through your now empty eye socket.
Renault, my child, do you have a bit of cloth so I can patch up my eye?
I'll find some cloth and like you can just have that. I don't want it back. Just keep it.
Thank you. And I'm just gonna kind of make myself a kind of makeshift eye patch covering the exploded eye.
Okay.
I don't like this place.
You reach the tower, this red tower, red not because it's covered in blood as some may say, but because it's made of surprisingly red coloured brickwork. And as you approach, you see someone standing outside it. Can you make me... what would this be? Does anybody have any kingdom abilities?
Kingdom abilities?
Yeah, if you look on your character sheet, there may be something under kingdoms or other skills.
Oh, I think I've got something there. I've got other kingdoms.
Okay, yep. Do you have anyone?
Hey.
So it is other kingdoms, Constantinople, 25.
Make me that roll, please.
Oh, well, I'm going to spend some luck on that
Okay.
and make that a success.
9 points of luck to make that a pass. You recognise the figure standing in front of this tower. You've seen him before. It's the Venetian captain Ramadi. And as you look, as you watch, other figures approach him, all wearing these strange robes. And on the back of these robes, you see these symbols of the 5-tipped whip. And they all enter into this tower.
Yeah. Including the captain there,
Including the captain Ramadi, yes, yeah.
Did they see us?
They don't seem to have seen you yet, no.
Well, they probably only all got one eye, so that's not going to help. Should we get in there, kill some people?
Aye. Yes, let's kill these heretics with no mercy.
Okay. As I think this may be a good point to call an end to this session, because we are entering the last phase of this chapter.
Okay.
So we can have a good go at it next time, but
Alright,
yeah.
bye-bye, Luna.
Yep. So, yes. As you enter the tower, ready to kill anyone who stands in your way, ready to complete your mission and destroy this Sedefkar, this unholy cult. That is, I think, is where we're going to call it for this evening. So with that, let's do our stars and our wishes. We'll start with Richard this time. What was your stars and wishes for tonight?
Uh, Fighting the dragon. That was really good. Um, yeah, Fighting the dragon. That was good. Getting to do some jousting. Never done that before in called Cthulhu. So that was really good. And just sort of enjoying this sort of a bit more combat, a bit more, you know, like because it's not 1920s where there's things like laws and that sort of thing that we have to worry too much about. And here it's just like, yeah, just stab someone.
Mm.
Like some things a bit simpler.
Any wishes?
Which is kill these people in the tower, steal some Venetian money, and then like become like, Count of, I don't know, Thessalonica or Nicaea or Adrianople. That'd be good.
Robin.
Sorry, I've just taken a bite of Pocky. Um, yeah, fighting a dragon, I think, was probably my highlight. I'm trying to think. My wish would probably be remembering the character names for this little area, this little time skip. My memory's just not been with it today.
Brian.
Favorite part, definitely the fight with the dragon. Wishes, I'm not sure. I don't know. I just uh strange. I'm kind of wishing to get back to our main characters because as much as I like the change, I'm not feeling these characters and this story as much as I don't know what it is. It might be exhaustion on my part and coming back to it after such a long break. I mean, on the work side of things, I'm up at 6:40 in the morning for work, and it could be a bit, yeah, it could be a bit exhaustion, but we're also coming back to this after quite some time, so
Hmm.
it might just be me wanting to get back to Edward and company.
That's fair. That's fair. And Christy.
Yeah, it's fun fighting dragon. Uh, obviously don't know the character in that, so kind of having to make it up as I go along. But yeah, it's interesting. It's a nice little break. Uh, same again though. I'm jumping back into the main storyline. Looking forward to that. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see where this takes us, because this seems a lot more horror, like like old school horror with like exploding bodies and things.
I'm enjoying Merivak actually.
I keep thinking he's evil.
He's
Like,
definitely shifty.
I thought he was like he's going to be the big bad guy. And that we just, we took all that stuff to him, and whether here's the ritual, we've just given him like, exactly what he wanted.
I mean, Baldwin trusts him. Count Baldwin trusts him.
Yeah, true.
Unless plot twist, Baldwin's the bad guy.
Yeah. Wishes. I hope we'll be able to finish this before the end of the year. That's my main wish. Then we can start in the new year with back in the main characters again. We can talk about that afterwards. But yeah. I did enjoy it tonight. So again, there's some things in here that you don't get in normal Call of Cthulhu, like the whole thing about it's all very like in your face in this one, isn't it? Like you got these skin creatures, you got eyes exploding. It's a very
You get
like
to
different
fight a
feel to it.
dragon.
get to fight a dragon. Hopefully, you get to do that.
I was
Yeah.
going to say, you remember when I said I was watching a massive Neil Aftertip campaign before I
Mhm.
started playing in yours? It feels
Mhm.
very much like that.
Mhm.
Anyway, on that note, we'll begin our wrap up. Thank you all very much for watching. If you've enjoyed this, please do subscribe to us on YouTube. Be able to watch this series. Be able to watch our companion series, Dungeons and Dragons: Other Call of Cthulhu Adventures. We have a Discord to be able to join us and talk about these things or other games that you like. And we will hopefully be back very soon to finish off this chapter. I'm excited to see
Yeah.
where it goes. As
Yes.
our
Meet us. Meet us next month for the Christmas special where we fight Krampus.
I think we did that in a previous game. Anyway,
That was one of the games I ran, I think.
it was indeed. Anyway, with that, thank you all very much for watching, and we'll see you all very soon. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Hi, everyone.